Hello, my Jacob Boom Boobs. Today we're gonna play around with some of the items featured in the Icon Box. I wanna focus primarily on the makeup product. I will be featuring maybe two of the skincare. We're just gonna play with new makeup. I was really excited about a few items within the Icon Box and slightly disappointed with the fact that I didn't get anything for the eyeballs specifically, but that's okay because we're problem solving as we always do here. And we're gonna take a little sip of our cold brew. And here's an update on the background. I have a plant back there. Most of the plants in the house, my mother-in-law gifted them. She has a whole bunch of plants in the backyard. I'm gonna talk to you guys and kind of like start applying product. This is the chilled on ice firming eye gels. I'm gonna apply this on the eyeballs. Remember, we lost a soldier in the unboxing. And if you're not aware, all the unboxings for my PR IPSYs are live. So the Icon, BoxyCharm, IPSY are live. Those will be linked in the description box below. So you can go check those out. And my choice video went up yesterday. So you might want to go check that out too. I'm just going to kind of grip one. I know what the little spatula thingy is for. But you know what? Let me be me. I will pop this under the eye. So my mother-in-law loves plants. Cut parts of it and like plant them somewhere else. And she just reproduces her plants. And I wanted her plants in my house. So she's given us a few. And at this point, the aloe, which is one of the very first plants she gave us and was in a little potted container. The aloe is freaking massive. I'll put a picture here. It's in my backyard. It's massive. You had it for like 3 years and oh my God, it's had babies. And so out of those babies, we have other babies. That is one of the babies. I always wanted a plant here. And then we have some just spread around the house. So I spent my weekend last weekend taking the babies because somehow they're just like reproducing themselves within my house. So taking the babies, repotting them in their own little home and talking to them and making them feel happy and secure. And the big house plant has grown and the baby has a root now. So I took the baby. It's a whole freaking thing. Anyway, forget about the babies because look, my baby just woke up. We're gonna leave these under the eyeballs for a quick second. We're gonna let it do its thing. And in the meantime, I think we're gonna move on to the eyeball. We got a brush set, but we didn't get anything for the eyes. So I'll use the Beauty Vault eyeshadow palette. We're very curious about her. Listen, this palette is like 20-something dollars. Would you, and this is your honest opinion, would you rather get this in a beauty bag, beauty box and save your $22? Or would you be like, hell yeah, I love this. I will run out and pay the $22 for this palette itself. I really want to know your opinion. I already shared mine. So let's prime the eyeball. If you're new here, I don't mean the actual eyeball. I have my very own personality and I love to have fun. So we're gonna call the eyelids eyeballs, okay? So if you're new here, just know that's what I mean. These are the two blending brushes. We'll see how they work. They look nice. They're just kind of very domey. And these are gonna be way too big for someone with hooded eyelids. So these brushes are not gonna work for everyone. It's really gonna depend on your lid space. I'm gonna begin as per usual. And I'm gonna use this shade out here and really blow that out. Make sure I even get this outer edge here. The handle feels really nice. I'm gonna grab an eyeshadow or the eyeshadow brush and I'll dip into this shade here and that will go all over the lid. It's a very, very pretty color. I know we got this palette in the bag, but given that we're using it in today's video, we'll just go ahead and review it here while we're at it. Beauty Vault does have really nice formulas. It's really effortless to apply, blend. Forget about the mirror. I still don't think 22 bucks. I mean, you know, a little more and you get a Fenty, like one of the Fenty ones, the Snap ones. It's a me thing, maybe. I'm gonna go back into the brush we used on the crease. I'll go into this matte brown. I picked up a lot, by the way, like a lot. So I will tap out. I'm gonna focus that out here. But as you can see, look how big it made it. When I do a smoky eye or a smoky effect, I want it to be controlled. And this is just not gonna do it. It's gonna get messy. I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna also be very careful. It's a very big brush for a smoky eye. Now, can you imagine if I had hooded lids? If you have a lot of lid space, you can definitely work with this brush. If you do not, this is like my way of showing you so that you can prepare when you are playing around with the products you get in your box. In terms of the brand though, the brush itself is doing a really nice job at application and blending. And yeah, I kept using the brush because as a makeup artist, I kind of know how to do some damage control and fix what some people might think is unfixable. So with this here, I'm not all that far gone. I'm gonna grab the fluffy brush that's clean, blend that outer edge. I'm avoiding everywhere else. I'm literally going on the edge. The eye's looking good, but I definitely wanted more intensity. And as I blended that outer edge, the intensity has kind of disappeared. So I will add more of that matte brown, and I'm gonna use another brush. Don't get mad at me. These are nice brushes. I don't absolutely love them on first try. They're nice though. See, like this one by BK Beauty. Do you see the size of that baby? This is the A502. It is in collab with Angie Hot and Flashy. So I'll take that. And look how much smaller. Like, see the difference? And I know, like, initially, you won't think there's a difference, but there is. There's something about these BK Beauties. They're easier to blend too. So I'm just gonna add some depth to the eyeball. And then I'll go in with a Refer. This is the Refer 14. See how tiny they are? Diffuse that edge just a smidge, but I want to keep that depth. I'm gonna set this baby over to the side, peel these little jellies off. I feel like maybe my under eye kind of does look a little more like snatched and less puffy. I'm gonna use the First Aid Beauty Radiance pads. I do skip the under eye. You should not go in with these radiance pads under the eye. That skin is so thin. You want to avoid it at all costs. These radiance pads are great right before you go to sleep, but you can also use them right before makeup application as part of like skin prep. We're gonna let this dry down for a quick second, and then I'm gonna try what is this? This is the Dark Spot Serum by Fenty Beauty. This is what squirted at me, remember? It was bad. It was like messy. So I'm gonna do one pump. Hopefully that's more than enough. This time it was well behaved. I like the packaging like a lot. I'm gonna work it into my hands and then press it onto the skin. Hey, you guys, make sure you're doing other things for me. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe if you are new here and you're enjoying the content, because girl, I post 5 days out of the week. And make sure you're commenting as you go along. If you don't know what to comment, you can type in algorithm. That seems to help, but you could also chime on in with the rest of our community here. So anyone that's leaving comments, you can go ahead and join in on the conversation. We are a little family here on the YouTube, and we'd love for you to join our community. A quick hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad. This amazing group of people have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level, unlocking exclusive perks. So if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you are good to go. The skin has been prepped. It's sitting there for a quick second. We are going to apply the Pore Refining Primer by KVD. I don't know how much it's gonna work, so I don't wanna overdo it. We're gonna do about that much and see what happens. A quick heads up for you guys. If you've enjoyed the live that I did last week and the week before, or if you didn't even know we were doing lives, I am gonna link those lives in the description box. I love being able to literally talk to you guys and you guys talk back to me. If you have questions, I can answer them on the spot. So I'm thinking or trying to set up the lives to where it's gonna be specifically on Wednesdays. Like I'm thinking my day should be Wednesday at 6:30. It's a more attainable schedule for me versus Fridays, because usually on Fridays we go to Miami to spend time with family and stuff. Okay, so this is what the Pore Perfecting Primer looks like. It's cooling to the touch. It feels wet and kind of tacky, but then it looks like I literally have nothing on. I focused it in this area here, which is where I have the bigger pores, like enlarged pores, and my T-zone, and then I dragged whatever I could back here. I'm gonna apply my foundation, and one that I'm loving right now is gonna be this Bobbi Brown foundation. It is a weightless skin foundation with SPF 15. I got mine in the shade Neutral Cool Honey, and a little bit is gonna go a very long way. I am going to apply this baby with my BK by Yari. So this is what the foundation is going to look like on the skin. I'm gonna go in and apply the rest of the foundation on the other side. Okay, so the primer did smooth the pores. It filled the pores in this section, and I think the skin is looking very pretty with that primer. For concealer, I'll go in with the Kosas concealer. I got mine in the shade 06, I don't even know, 60-ish. Blend this baby down here. The shape of this brush is kind of nice since it has, you know, like that sharp tip and slanted edge. I'm able to get around the eyebrow area without ruining the brow that's already and like set and done, right? And then under the eye, it's supposed to be amazing as well. That sharp edge does allow you to get super close to your lash line. Not that I need to, because we're gonna smoke out the under eye area, but still, look how pretty. For those of you who love to contour your nose, this is also going to be beautiful because if you use it at an angle and work your way up with your contour shade, miracles. It's going to be actually really easy. So out of all the brushes in the pack that I've seen, this one does stand out and it is actually kind of special. I am going to use the same brush I applied that deeper shade. Carefully, I'm gonna add a little of this one and I'll drag that under the eyebrow very lightly. I'm trying to add product. I wanna smoke it out, but I don't want it to be like Kris Jenner intense either. I am gently holding the brush like on the outer part of it. You would never think I added some of that lighter shade, but I did because there's enough of this shade already in the brush. And because that shade was so dark, you have to go a little lighter, I feel like, so it doesn't become a full-on train wreck. Going with a little bit of the lighter shade right at the tip just kind of balances the under eye out. And there we have it. I think it's a great quality palette for the bag. I feel like I want to go falsy free today. So I'm going to curl the lash. I'm going to use, what is this brand? Oh, it's the Surratt lash curler that everyone's bragging about. And then I'm going to use a new mascara. This is a YSL waterproof mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly finish the eye. Okay, so that's what it is for the eyeballs and the skin. Listen, I feel like my skin looks absolutely amazing with that KVD primer. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I need to hear what your thoughts are. So we'll move on to the Iconic London. Ah, crap. I forgot to use these two shades. I forgot to use them. It's fine. I'll do another video featuring these, one as a concealer and one as a bronzer, maybe even mixing these two, and we'll see where we go from there. In terms of these cream products, I like to use a brush that has fibers and that isn't super dense, so somewhat sparse like this. Stippling brush would be amazing, but I no longer have stippling brushes. I'm going to add the pink first because we want to see what she's going to look like. It picks up, but not too much. And we're gonna apply her. The pink has a little bit of like NARS Orgasm vibes where it has a little bit of radiance to it. And the radiance is somewhat gold. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. And gold with my olive skin tone is like perfection. So this is gonna be very sheer and forgiving. For those of you who are afraid of blush. Anyone that absolutely loves blush, this might be a great base for a very pigmented blush. Can you build it up? Yeah, but realistically, I loved the way my skin looked matte. And so the more I apply, I'm gonna get more and more of the radiance, and I'm trying to avoid too much radiance. It looks pretty, I'm not mad at it. I'll wipe my brush on a towel, and then I wanna try the peach, which also has radiance to it. We've got, so the peach is peachin'. The peach is more pigmented than the pink. Now that we've removed or like swiped off that top layer, you can see the radiance within the top row. So I don't even think we're using the highlight because it's not necessary. I was gonna use the highlight, pero the peach is peachin'. The peach looks better on my complexion than the pink. Like the pink is cute, but you can't really see it. The peach does stand out a little more on my complexion, and I live for her. I am gonna have two different cheek colors today though. What side do you like best? Do you like the pink or the peach? I like the peach. Realistically though, when you look at it, there's not that much of a difference, so I think I can pull this off. The formula is very pretty though, so this is great for like a no makeup day, or I just wanna keep it light and simple. If you like light makeup, that's perfect for you. So I'm gonna remove my lip oil. I'll line the lips really quickly. And then we'll apply the Kosas lipstick, which if y'all remember, she looked like she was going through something. She's still loose in there. This is in the shade, hold on. I don't want it to fall. High Cut. This is a pretty peach shade. But we have to ombre it up with the lip liner. The products that I did try, I really like. And I think they were really good options for the Icon Box. I'm not gonna get tired of saying it. This box needed a palette. But as always, your opinion really matters, so make sure you let me know in the comments what you think. Visit the description box for details on the videos and all that stuff that I was talking about. And do not forget, we're going live here on the channel tomorrow, and I'm gonna play with new products. And one of them happens to be a product that I said I would never buy. So make sure you mark your calendar, 6:30 p.m. August 7th, Eastern time, Wednesday. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.